What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be covering the SoFi stock. We've been covering a lot of these analyst expectations, guys, and we know the analysts right now, they have to be clueless. I mean, the estimates that they are putting out are just so dramatically low. It's just unbearable at this point to just read them. And that's not just the Q4 guidance that we continue to look at. The 2024 full year guidance right now looks like we could absolutely smash it once the Q4 earnings come out because we're going to get the 2024 guidance on that Q4 earnings. And I'm very excited to show you guys what type of numbers that we could potentially see for this year on that earnings report. So if you find any of this information useful, be sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm so more and more people can see this video. Don't forget to drop a comment. Are you guys ready for these earnings? Are you buying, selling, holding? I want to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're going to be keeping you updated on all of the SoFi breaking news. And guys, we're going to be going live for the SoFi earnings really early morning. I want to see if we can get maybe 2,000 people on the live. At one point, that would be absolutely crazy, especially if we can get a blowout earnings. It's going to be a time for very, very big excitement. So let's get into the video. You're going to really enjoy it. All right, guys, we've covered this in multiple videos. We can see that the average estimate right now that SoFi gets head to head going into this Q4 earnings report is a 0 cent EPS. That's what the 17 analysts want to see. They want to see a 0 cent. If SoFi comes in at, let's say, 0 cent, I think the stock would probably be down maybe 5 to 10% or something like that if they just break even. I don't know about 15%, but negative 10%, very realistic. If we come in at 1 cent, 2 cents, I think we could be up maybe 5, 10% max. What I'm looking for, guys, is I want to just see a 3 to 6 cents. Anywhere in the 3 to 6 cents, that just blows these analysts out of the water. And, people were wrong. These analysts were wrong. And I think the stock's going to go up like 30, 35%. We need about 3 cents to 6 cents on the EPS. Now we're going to move over to the 2024 right here, guys. These are the 16 analysts that put out a projection. And you could see this is the average right here at the top. 2.51 billion, okay? We're not going to look at these. These are like the low, high, and stuff like that. They're expecting 22% growth on SoFi, okay? Seems a little bit low in my personal opinion, but we will look at what SoFi has accomplished these last couple of quarters and see if these numbers come out to a 2.51 billion. So guys, this was the Q4 earnings for last year, and that's where they also put out the 2023 guidance. And we could see right here, what we got was SoFi putting out 25% at the minimum to 30% growth. Now, I know when a lot of people saw this, because I was covering this, the day it happened, because this was the earnings report. Everybody was pretty kind of worried, saw that growth was slowing when they saw this 25% revenue growth. But understand, guys, SoFi management, they think way ahead, okay? They have to think of a roadblock coming their way, big, recession problems, interest rates. And that's why they put out this low end of the guidance and a high end of the guidance, maybe to possibly hit the middle end, okay? But just know that management always has your back on this team. I mean, they are really trying to grow this company. It's not just a cash out stock-based compensation stock. This management team has serious rewards if they can bring the stock up to $25 to $45 by 2026. Okay, anywhere in that range, the management team is going to get insane bonuses. That's why you see the management team working so hard to grow this company. Fast forward 9 months later, guys, the Q3 earnings report. Remember what we just looked at was that Q4, that 25 to 30% growth. And look at what has changed from the management. The low end of revenue growth, 33%. 3% higher than the max, and then the high end of 34%. So guys, the high end of 34% smashed the low end by 9%. So see what they do. They just gradually raise. This is a secular grower. They can see the future of what's happening ahead of time. And I think personally, you may see the same type of guidance that we saw last year. Remember, guys, 22% is what the analysts are expecting. And guys, I've already done that guidance on the high end of the SoFi Q4 revenue and the Q4 EBITDA. And guys, I'm telling you right now, SoFi is going for the home run Q4 quarter. I'm talking the biggest quarterly growth, quarter over quarter that SoFi has ever done in the last 3 years. I mean, we are looking at like a $65 million jump. And that is going off of the guidance right here of these numbers. I just plugged in the Q3 we did, subtracted it from the Q4 to this. And I mean, these numbers you're about to see are crazy. So guys, the guidance that SoFi is looking for is 585 million in revenue and EBITDA of 145 million. I went back to the Q4 last year, the same type of guidance they put out. They like to beat these numbers by about 10 to 20 million. So I just put the low end of 10 million. So guys, we would be looking at near 595 million in revenue, 155 million in EBITDA. And just looking at the growth we got of last year, our quarter over quarter, guys, SoFi had grown their revenue by 29 million quarter over quarter for Q2, 42 million quarter over quarter for Q3, and they're expecting on the guidance right here of $60 million on the Q4 quarter over quarter. So guys, you can see each quarter it continues to go up. It looks like SoFi is hitting full stride right now on what their type of projections they want to see. So I just want to assume, let's say we get the 595 for Q4 2024. I just want to do the smallest amount of quarterly growth of revenue of 30 million. I'm not going to do the 40 million or the 60 million. I want to play it a little bit safe and just do the $30 million jump. So, 595, I just rounded it off to 600 million to start. We're going to be at 620 by Q1, 650 by Q2, 680 by Q3, and then 710 by Q4, guys. That's assuming the smallest quarterly growth from last year, not no 40 million jumps or 60 million jumps. This is the smallest quarterly growth, and that's what type of projection I want to see. And we're going to get 2.66 billion in revenue for 2024 this year. Just so you guys can see right here, it does come out to $2.66 billion. Those exact same numbers that we just put in. If they beat the guidance by 5 million, that's going to be 2023 revenue of $2.07 billion. Guys, we're looking at 29% growth. On the low end, I believe the low end of $30 million jump. So 29% growth. The analysts have us at 22%. That's smacking them by 7% right there. So I believe SoFi is going to put out that exact same thing of 25 to 30% growth. And then we could gradually raise by the end of the year to potentially what we're getting this year of about 34% growth. So I think we're going to beat these analysts' expectations very easily. So don't be surprised if you see the exact same thing they did last year of 25 to 30% growth. It doesn't look that good when you see it, but remember, they can raise for 4 straight quarters. So yeah, the 25% gets people a little bit concerning because, we're looking for a high growth stock, 30% plus. But just know from what we're seeing, if they just get that quarterly jump of $30 million, we're looking at 29% growth for 2024. This is awesome in my personal opinion. Management team has your back. Don't forget that. If you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoyed doing this video for you. And understand, guys, SoFi is not just looking for 30% growth for this year, 2024, guys. We're looking for 30% revenue growth and the exact same bottom line net income growth at the exact same time. This is going to be a compounding grower on the bottom line as well, along with revenue. There's no telling how big it's going to get. We just have to see this Q4, guys. I know you guys are getting very excited, but I just want you guys to see that we could easily beat these analyst expectations of 22% revenue growth. I expect the exact same thing we saw last year, 25 to 30, and a gradual raise each quarter. So once again, my name is Kyle. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're going to be going live on the earnings, and don't forget to drop a comment. I'm going to be coming back to as many people as I can. Once again, my name is Kyle. Hope you have a great day.